This is the In-Laws podcast from 1718 Media. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating if you enjoy the show.
My name is Arthur.
I'm Philip.
And I'm John. What's up, fellas?
What's poppin'?
Yo, what is up, you
What's
guys?
poppin'?
Brand new whip just hopped in. Look, let me show you something, guys. Today, my marvelous little, if you're not watching, I'm sorry, but tune into YouTube. This is what I call the iPhone 12 mini, baby. And
Yo, is that the new shuffle?
the new iPod Shuffle 2020, baby.
2 gigs, baby.
This do be looking like my first iPod Touch that I got in like 2010.
The 6S right there, buddy.
It's a very small phone. I do love the shape of it. You know what I'm saying? Let me give like a little turny turn. I got the all
She
blacked
clean.
out. But definitely small, like, you know, in my hand.
Yeah.
So it's
Proportionate,
a big,
though.
It's a big change. No, not really proportionate. Because I am proportionate.
No, that's what like. It's not like honestly, even me with I have like the 10s Max, whatever. I gotta be reaching some fingers way over the top of that thing to make shit happen. So
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I don't understand why people have Max phones. Those are iPads.
You get an
When you
iPad,
spend-
yeah.
when you spend 10 hours a day on YouTube, you
That's true.
get that Max screen, baby.
Maybe I do need a Max then.
Like, this
Miss it?
just feels so good in my hand, man. Like, I don't think I'll drop it either because I always have a good grip on it.
Shoot, can you touch your fingers together over that thing?
Lucky, yeah, look.
Yo, bro,
Nice.
that's like
tiny.
the perfect girth.
It's
Are
tiny,
you gonna put a
but-
case on it?
No, I don't believe in cases, personally.
Oh hell yeah! Let's
Yeah.
bet. Let's bet. See how long he takes to break his screen.
I said that before my last phone too, bro, and you know how that went.
Well, the thing is, I haven't put worn. There she is.
If you're watching on YouTube, this is what happened when I said I don't really believe in cases. Bro, you can see the fucking motherboard through that thing.
So I the past 2 or 3 years, I haven't put a case on my phone, and I have cracked it twice. So, but then I just, you know, that's the benefit of having Apple Care. You pay $30 and you're good to go again. And so
You could just
it does tend to happen on average about once a year.
It's the price you pay for feeling the aesthetics
100%.
of the phone.
Right.
I do miss out on that. You know, I do take off my phone case to swap it out, and I'm feeling the phone. I'm like, man, it does feel really nice to just hold it without a case. It even feels a little lighter, even though it's like a super slim case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But just feeling the metal
Just
cool.
feels luxurious.
Yeah.
I tried the really thin cases, and even that bothered me. Like, it's something about a case. I just don't like
Well,
it.
My problem is I just have like the most basic thing you can get. It's like just one of those like silicone cases or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it because it like sticks to my pants when I'm pulling that out, you know? So I got
Oh.
pockets hanging out everywhere, and that's a stressful life to live. You know, I'm not trying to do that.
Another
feel you,
great
bro.
thing about this is that it just feels great in my pocket.
Wow.
Just slides right in and out, baby.
Wow.
Yeah,
And it doesn't take
that's
up too
always a
much
good
space.
feeling.
It ain't too
Just
big of a
slides in
lump
and
down
out.
there.
I wouldn't mind. I would probably get the normal 12 or the mini if it wasn't for some of the extra stabilizing features, like the video, like specifically camera and video features that the pros have or the Maxes have, the big
Mhm.
ones. And because I 90% of what I use my phone for is video and pictures
True.
and stuff like that. So for me, that's actually the only reason why I got the 10s Max instead of the normal one, was because it had better video and better camera. Otherwise, I probably would. I make fun of it, but honestly, it'd be kind of nice to have something small.
Yeah. You are really... Well, you were making fun of it before we started, so
That's very true. Yeah,
um,
you're not wrong.
the people aren't going to hear the funny jokes you were cracking.
Yeah, what did I say? Something I don't remember what I was saying.
You were telling me to make my text bigger, like your grandma.
Hey, bro, you're saying like honestly, you had to zoom in to see y'all's text. And I was like,
No.
just make your.
You said
What'd you say?
you said that it notified you when I texted you. that I was using a little bitch phone.
Little bitch tiny ass phone. And you're like, low key, I gotta zoom in to see y'all's text. And I was like, just make the text bigger. I think that's what my grandma does.
I don't know, man. Like, it's just so far. I think next week I'll give a better review.
Sure.
But so far it just feels good. And it's my first OLED screen, which is kind of blowing my mind. Usually I don't care about that kind of thing, but it's like you can really tell the difference between an OLED and just a normal LCD or whatever it's called.
It's a lot of pixels, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Dang.
What can you tell, or what difference can you tell?
Basically, like, you don't see any light on the phone. Like, the black is literally black as black can get, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, on my other phones, it's LCD, right? I want to say.
LED.
LED?
Well,
No.
yours might be LCD. I know. What did you have last?
The iPhone 11, and it just... I think it's LCD. Who cares? Some abbreviation.
Yeah.
But you can see, like, even when it's black, you can still see it lighting up, like, shining. And on these, an OLED screen, there's no, like, light coming off of it. It's just, like, very black.
It's
All right.
just black.
Something about it just feels smoother, too.
Dang.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I'm just there for the... I don't even know if I'll get the 12, but I just like the squared off edge. Ever since
I do, too.
The 6th, and they did the curved one. And it just goes through waves. Honestly, after 5 years of having straight edge, everyone will want a curved one. Whatever, so
yeah,
it'll just go through its own phases. But I really I don't like the way that the 6, like I had the 6S, now I have a 10S. I just don't like the way they feel, really. Like, they're so slick. I like having that kind of extra aluminum grip.
I feel that.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
I love the way foreign people say aluminium.
Yeah, I can't believe that's a real thing.
Bro. It's probably the right way, honestly.
I have, like, no content prepared for today, so that's always good.
I just have one. It's not even content, but I'll be watching the Super Bowl halftime show for the first time in 26 years.
What? You don't watch the Super Bowl?
I watched the Super Bowl. Honestly, I didn't watch it at all last time, I don't think.
Wow.
But
Travis
I
Scott
watch it.
on, buddy.
I watch it for, like, the commercials and for the halftime show. And generally speaking, the commercials and the halftime shows haven't been that great.
What are you smoking? The halftime shows are always fire.
Harshly debatable.
No, it's actually like a undisputed
Bro,
fact.
no, when they just bring on, like, freaking Bruce Springsteen and, like, some
Maroon
random
5
guitarist
dude.
from an 80s rock band or something.
I
Like,
always appreciate the production value of it, though.
Sure.
I know. I mean, like, Shakira and J-Lo kind of killed it last year. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I mean, they're great to look at, you know. But they did put on a good show.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're not putting me on stage. So, like, I don't know what their standards are. Like, like, my hips don't lie either. I'm not trying to.
Okay, buddy.
I thought last year was pretty cool. Wasn't it in Houston? And they had a Houston guy there, or something.
No,
I
that was
didn't
2
watch
years
it.
ago.
I didn't watch anything last year.
Oh,
2
yeah,
years ago was okay. That was with Travis, right? And they brought on, like, who was it? They brought on a couple other rappers. It was pretty good.
Wasn't it Maroon 5 or something like that?
Yeah, they had the Maroon 5 guy. They always have that guy.
He sneaks his way into every award show, bro.
The only
They
time
don't
he
even make
comes
music
out-
anymore.
The only time he comes out every year.
Bro just comes out shirtless with his freaking LA,
Yes.
his freaking Los Angeles tattoo.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. When was Travis? So I don't remember. That was the last, like, good one that I remember.
2 years ago. He came out with, I thought it was that
Okay.
year when...
Was it the same year?
Adam Levine, right?
That's the only one I remember. And this too, like, I generally, like, when it comes to halftime shows, and this might be different than a lot of people, because I know there's been obviously some talented people on there and some, like, attractive people on there, but, like, it's never been artists that I consume. I think that's the difference. Like, this will be the first year. If you don't even know what we're talking about, The Weeknd is headlining the halftime show.
Dude, that's huge.
That's massive. That's crazy. And that's the first time that I'm, in a while at least, to some extent, that I'm like, oh, this is like a person that I consume on a daily basis that, you know, I'm actually going to see perform. And I've never really seen him perform much at all. And so that'll be pretty dope. I mean, I've seen him at, like, I don't know, was it like the Victoria's Secret show or something that he did something? Like, obviously he's done big events, but I'll just see clips on YouTube. So to actually see him do like a full set will be
Yeah.
just dope for me because I love his music.
That's gonna be crazy. Just goes to show how big he's gotten.
Yeah, why do they have him though? I mean, like, does he have something coming out?
I
Like,
think
because I
it's
know
just
they
'cause he's
put
killing
Travis
it.
Scott out because he was like had an album that was coming out like right at the same
Mhm.
time. He was like doing some other stuff that you kind of saw what he was doing, but I haven't really seen The Weeknd do anything, or I don't know if he was coming out with an album or anything.
I feel like he might have something in the works just because he's always putting something out. And you see that as the same thing with like a lot of artists where like they maybe haven't even announced something crazy, but all of a sudden they're just putting out crazy amounts of content. And I feel like that's generally I mean, Drake started doing all of a sudden he's posting 20 stories a day and like celebrating people's birthdays. I haven't seen you post in 8 months. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's generally built up to some kind of a release for him, for Certified Lover Boy and all that stuff. And so I would assume his album was just a few months ago, right? What, 5-6 months ago?
It was in March, so
After Hours? Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's at the
he's
very
having-
beginning of
I
all
was-
this.
I was gonna say he's having a really great year overall. I
He's
mean,
having a phenomenal
Blinding
year, bro.
Lights is literally one of the biggest songs,
Yeah.
definitely of the year. But
Bro, TikTok helped with that.
just
Is that
in general.
That's the TikTok one, right?
I don't know. I'm not even on there.
I've just seen so many like reels and TikToks with like people dancing to the song. But yeah,
I do
he's
like that song though.
he's killed it this year. I think the album was such an incredible like retro sound. Like I loved it, man. It was incredible.
I saw that song actually, I think, broke the record for like longest Billboard streak in the top 5, which is
Damn.
crazy. It's like just basically since it came out, it's been in the Billboard top 5,
That's crazy.
which is
What's
nuts.
really-
Abel.
What's unique about like streaming and stuff today too is you're actually seeing a lot of old artists, like people even from like 20 years ago, because of social media, specifically TikTok and Reels, that their songs are like going platinum again. Like Fleetwood Mac was one of them because of some song, a couple different people that covered it or put it in a video that went viral, that all of a sudden, I mean, they're like getting royalty checks again 15, 20 years after these songs have released because they're popping off again. That's pretty crazy. I also think it's pretty cool to get it for social media, as much as I gripe about it, to give that kind of opportunity to artists that maybe have had like a one-hit wonder. Like if all of a sudden someone brought, Smash Mouth All-Star back into a TikTok and they popped off again, at least with monetary value, even if they didn't start touring or anything, like that's pretty cool to kind of give artists almost another shot through social media. That's pretty dope.
Super cool.
Yeah, what's that one song that everybody gets like rickrolled by? You
Oh
remember
yeah,
that?
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Never gonna give you up.
That song is solidified. Like, just it will always get plays just because of
Bro,
that.
legendary.
I have a question. Well, it's not really a question of the week, but I did write it down because it's a thought-provoking scenario that I want to know what y'all think about. All right. So, would you press a button that would show you yourself in like 40 years?
Mm.
Like, what show you your future self, like when you're old? Would you do it?
I don't know that I would, honestly.
I don't either, bro. But it would be one of the most tempting things.
I'd be
ever.
itching for it.
Yep.
I feel like just knowing myself, it would like take some of whether it was. I mean, there's obviously two sides to that. Maybe I'm freaking billionaire, and that's great.
Yeah.
If that were the case, I feel like it would take some of the fire out of what I'm doing. Like I feel like I don't know,
Yeah.
because you're going to be there at some point. So
True.
yeah,
That's
vice
where
versa.
That's where it gets confusing. Is
Mhm.
if you see it, can it be
Can you
changed,
manipulate
or is
that?
it like
Yeah.
it's final, regardless
Right.
of what you come back and do after that? That's where it gets weird and where
Yeah,
You know,
because like,
that's-
what if that person that you see kind of already saw what you're seeing right now, and that's why they're
Right.
at the place that they're at, and so
Whoa.
yeah,
If
or
you
that's
don't-
you because you never saw it.
or yeah,
So
does it start right there when you push the button, and that starts the whole cycle thing?
Yeah, okay, we're going deep right away. Here we go.
that's what I was thinking though. I
Yeah,
was like, I
that's-
don't know.
That's weird that you brought that up because for some reason YouTube has been suggesting to me clips of Back to the Future,
Mm.
and it's like him going into the future, seeing something the way it would have been if something in the past was changed, and then
Mhm.
him going in the past and trying to change it so it comes out with the same outcome. It's which is a really cool name, Back to the Future. Yeah.
Right.
Back to the Future.
Damn.
Okay. I feel
But
like it
yeah,
would be like.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I would be in the same dilemma as you guys. Like, would I want to see myself, right? Because then it's like, what going forward after you see yourself, you're wondering like, is this a decision that I make that causes me to be that person, or is it like you'd be like so weary about every little decision that you make,
bro?
Which kind of like it. I know that some people believe that like your destiny is already like written and stuff like that, which kind of it takes the fun out of things.
Yeah,
you like like you're like, I create my own destiny by the things that I do, but are the things that I'm doing right now already been played out already?
Like every
like,
bad
what?
thing, every good thing, there's no purpose to it, right? Well, it's like I would feel the same as seeing something incredible as like seeing something horrible. Like, what if it's like flash forward 40 years and it's just you're just looking up at the top of a coffin?
Okay.
And you're just like, well, you shit, like, or you're freaking, I don't know, homeless or something. Like just think of like a horrible situation.
Yeah.
Then what would you do? Like now you're like, okay, I'm fresh. Like, oh, let's see this 40 years from now. Boom. And some horrible, like apocalyptic situation. And you're just like, then is it almost the same thing where you kind of lose all fire because like, oh, I'm going to end up there either way. And that'd be a tough choice. People want to know though. Shit.
Yeah. But you do want to, like, I want to know what's in the future. I
know.
do want to know,
bro.
It would be like the biggest challenge to your self-control, basically. Like just like you'll always wonder if you don't do it, and you'll always wonder,
bro,
if you do.
What if somebody did offer you a button like that, but it was fake, right? And they were just kind of testing you, and you said, "No, I don't want to see it." Like you would never know if that button was actually like real because you denied it. The chance already went on. The button's not there anymore, and so you're like, I possibly could have seen my future if I would have pushed that button.
But
then
maybe
you don't
we
know
should,
if it was real.
Wait, let's go buy a button.
Yes.
Make a video about it. Just going up to people and being like, "Hey, if you press this, you'll see your future." Everyone would just think you're crazy, right?
They'd be like, what?
They'd be like, what's wrong with this guy?
For the low price of.
Yeah. That reminds me of those. Like, have you ever been to like circuses where they have those like freak houses where you'd
fortune tellers and whatever?
Well, yeah, even those things where like you'd have to pay before you go in and just like, come see this alien that we found, whatever. And you're like, really at a circus? But then you're like, well, what if there really is an alien in there? I kind of want to go.
Initial investment?
Yeah.
Shoot, dude. But like,
Dude.
what if simplified even? Like, what about just like tomorrow? Like, would you do it if you knew what happened tomorrow? You do
100%.
it. But then what would
100%?
But then
because then why not? Like, it's just tomorrow.
It's just tomorrow, but then like why live tomorrow?
Why?
Why go, like, you know exactly what happens. So like you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, I'm about to eat this. I'm about to see, like for me, like I'm about to see this client.
It's like a Groundhog Day thing.
They're going to say this to me and I already know I'm going to say this back. Like all purpose will be lost just by knowing the next moment.
So you would watch tomorrow? Like you would know everything about tomorrow?
I mean, I guess.
Because you'd have like deja vu or something. Like you'd know it's happening. I guess that would be more believable. Like if you knew, like if you just had deja vu throughout the day.
Like what kind of tech we got in this button? Like, you got that.
Speaking of
you
deja
can't see
vu,
a whole day.
do you guys think deja vu represents anything?
I think it's another dimension.
Oh shit!
That would be pretty cool. Because I have deja vu. Like I swear I dream up things like from years and years ago, and like I forget them, and then like 5 years later I would do something, and I'm like, oh wait, that's what I was dreaming about like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's never something like that's super crazy. Like I don't predict, the World Trade Centers or some shit like that.
There's probably like some crazy, I don't know, little like chemical thing that I mean, I'm sure they can probably explain it away. Some just chemical thing that happens in your brain that tells your body that you're remembering something, or I don't know. I'm sure it's something like that. But I like to think that it's like, no, like I've like some other part of me has like experienced this before. That just sounds way more fun.
It makes it more exciting.
Universe already did this.
Exactly, bro. Some Rick and Morty shit.
Yeah, because most of the things I'm like, oh my god, I put this fork away already. I I just had deja vu of putting a fork away. And
Bro.
it's like, no, you put a fork away every single day. And like finally it kind of matches up with what you did a
Bro.
week ago.
I've had some crazy I don't know if you've ever had them so like intensely where you like feel like the chill in your body. Like, do you know what I mean? Where like there's been times where I've had deja vu, and I'll be in a conversation with someone and I'll stop mid sentence. I'll be like, no, like I have literally, I all of a sudden this like memory pops into my head of this exact moment, explaining that I'm having this exact moment, like crazy, and dude, it like messes with me a little bit. I might need some help, but that's
You need to work through that shit.
I honestly need some EMDR or something. No, but like there's been like a few times that I can think of where I've like had like really distinct, like vivid deja vu where I'm like, no, I for sure have seen this moment before.
Yes, it's so and that has really. I've had light instances of deja vu where I'm like, okay, hold on, like it's confusing and like for a brief moment. But in second grade, I remember it was like my first experience of deja vu, and to this day, still my most intense experience with it. But I went to a friend's house for the first time, and I was walking up the stairs, and everything was already feeling so familiar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, I knew exactly what I was going to see when I got to the top of the stairs. Like, I knew when I turned right that it would be his brother's room, and there would be a big Spurs. He had like a huge Spurs bottle with like a bunch of coins in it. I knew that was going to be sitting on his bed. Like, it's like I already knew as I was walking up, and then it happened.
Yo.
And it blew, and I was so young, but it just blew my mind, like, even back then. And I didn't even know what it was. Like, I didn't even know what deja vu was at the time.
Bro.
But I had dreamed about it. Or at least that's what I thought. I was like, wait, I had a dream about this. Like, I don't even remember when, but like recently I had a dream about this.
Did you ever see that movie? That movie, Deja Vu, Denzel Washington?
No.
Oh, one of my favorites.
That's a fantastic movie. You haven't seen it. It's
John, have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Bro, that's classic Denzel, bro. That's a fantastic movie.
John's seen a movie. I mean, John hasn't seen a movie that I've seen. It's a miracle, bro.
I know. I'll tell you like every day, hey, you got to watch this movie. You got to watch this movie. I think
always,
half of them have Denzel in them too.
Third place at Sundance or something.
Always a movie I've never heard of.
I'm like, hey, have you seen
Third place
Titanic?
at Sundance.
I'm just kidding.
Some random ass indie film.
No, so Loki, some of those are freaking like brilliant because they really focus on the plot. Some of those are pretty good, Loki.
Deja vu, I think we should probably watch that like tonight. Like honestly,
I mean, we're trying to, bro. I'm weak.
Yeah, no. I need more advance. I need more advance.
Okay. You're like, well, then why say tonight then? Because like I'm pissed.
That is true. No, I can't even do tonight. But like,
no, I'm just kidding. No, but that movie talks.
Priority number one.
It's honestly probably been 12 years since I've seen that movie, but I think it talks about them being able to like track that. But like, I wonder if something like that, you know how there's like extremes for every chemical or hormonal, activity in the body and the brain. And like, there's obviously people that are incredibly intelligent and people that maybe struggle more with intelligent things just based on even just like neural pathways and brain structure and all this stuff. And so like, I wonder if there are people that whatever is happening, like, let's just say it's, psychological, whatever is happening, are there people that have that to such an extreme that like it's like kind of an eerie future prediction kind of shit, like where like we get it and we're just normal people and I get it, once every 2 years something weird happens, I'm like, oh my god, that was crazy. But like, what about someone who like every few days has some like vivid experience? That'd be wild.
They're called psychics, buddy.
I know, right? I mean, I was talking to a guy.
Damn. No, but they need a crystal ball, bro. I don't need a crystal. I just walk in a room, bro. I know what's happening.
I was talking to a guy the other day who said he had deja vu one time, but he like knew what someone he was with was gonna say, and he like told someone else that he was with, like, this person's gonna say this in like a minute, and he did. So that's where because I always think, okay, it's a brain thing. Like, it's our brain tricking us that we've already seen it, and that's that simple. But when you start predicting shit, that's where that's where it breaks. Like
what would F with people a whole bunch is plan that out with your friend.
Oh,
just like going like, hey, like if we just went to like like random places, like no one would know. Like we just go into Marshall's, but we like plan out this little thing just to see people's reactions. I'm like, Arthur, go in the back, and I'll just like walk up to some lady buying pillowcases in the corner. I'm like, hey, do you know this dude over there, blue hat or whatever? She's like, no. It's like, I don't either, but like I feel like he's probably about to blah 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 blah, boom, and I just leave, get out of the store, gone. And then you just like walk up next door, getting your own pillowcases. And then you say exactly what I said you were going to say. It just freak the heck out of people, bro. That'd be a funny prank to videotape.
Dude, that's actually a really good idea. Just have like 4 things lined up that that we know we're going to do.
Bro.
So we could just continuously keep like getting things right.
Yo, I'm saying.
That would be actually really funny.
I'm saying. That'd be a fun prank video.
We have so many content ideas that we just don't execute on.
Bro, I have like a virtual $1 million in my account from all my fantastic ideas that I'll never do.
We were talking about freaking last week we were talking about how the internet has only a small number of winners, and it's because it's the people who actually do shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. They just do it, man.
The people who don't just have the ideas, they actually act on it.
And like are willing to like be really bad at it at first too. And like I'm not for most things.
I know.
You know, like there's not too many things that I'm like super willing to like start grounds. I feel like I'm getting better. I do feel like I'm getting better. But like so one of the things that I've been really into like over the last few years, but for sure like the last year, COVID helped a lot because I was home a lot more, but is cooking. And like I genuinely, like I was talking to Elizabeth the other day, like I don't want to become a chef or anything like that, but I genuinely am like passionate about cooking. Like I want all the tools. I want to get all the different stuff. Like I genuinely enjoy it. But it's like hard for me to like invest in like a really good steak that I want to learn how to cook and know that I'll probably screw it up and it'll be tough as hell or raw on the inside and Gordon Ramsay will yell at me. Like it's kind of like a tough place to be where it's like there's probably a lot of ideas. Podcasts were one of them. Like I've been wanting to start like my own little personal podcast for a while and to go on some ideas that I had. I've told Arthur that like 3 years ago. I was like, bro, I've been wanting to do this. Now is the time. Now I got the energy for it, bro. And I just don't execute because I don't want to start. I don't want to start from ground zero and not get anything from it. That's tough.
Yeah.
So well, makes winners and losers in this world.
Facts.
We
hate being bad at things. That's our problem.
It's very true.
As humans, nobody wants to freaking start new.
Do you think that's like an emotional, psychological thing, or do you think it's like a primitive? I guess also could be psychological and kind of chemical, like a primitive thing where it's like if you're the lesser lion, you die, you get eaten. If you're the lesser whatever, if you're the zebra that lags behind, you die, you get eaten, whatever the hell it is. Like, I wonder if part of it is like, if you're not as good as going in as a monkey or whatever and going and getting fruit and berries and shit, you die, you get kicked out because you're a loser monkey. Like, you're a dumbass monkey.
I almost think that at this point, it's more of just, like how we view ourselves to other people. Because
sure, right.
At this point, like if you fail, if I fail, if any of you guys fail, like we have family that's going to help us get the berries or whatever, that we don't know how to harvest
someone
ourselves.
Will get the berries.
But like, yeah, someone you get the berries.
Someone will fetch the berries.
But we're probably, or for me at least, it was kind of like, I don't want to tell anybody that I failed, or I don't want to tell anybody that I'm switching my decision. Right? At this point, like one of the hardest things for me was going to school to be a veterinarian, and then 5 years later, switching it up and be like, hey, I know I told everybody that I was going to try to be a veterinarian, but now I'm not. And like having to start over and then, trying to pursue this other thing. And they're like, damn, like you're still trying to work at something. And it's like, well, yeah, I didn't do so good the first time, I made a bad decision. It wasn't really my thing. But I think having to tell people that, like I made a bad decision is more of it, because I was so worried about changing because I thought I was going to, not be able to pick the berries myself, but like I had all this family who was willing to help me out. Like, I mean, it wasn't the best time. Like I was super broke and people were willing to throw me a couple dollars here and there. Yeah. But like if I had to do it again, I don't think that like I wouldn't fail. Like I wouldn't go out starving. I wouldn't be broke. Like I would have so many people, or I mean, we would all have so many people that would be willing to help us go to the next thing.
Yeah.
But
It's like
having
your
to tell people, yeah.
Yeah, like your North Star has to be happiness, right? I think so many people do that where they get stuck in a situation because they're afraid of what people will say if they broke up with this person, or if they, you know, left this relationship, left this job, pursued something else, even if it did fail, like they don't think that people would be okay with them. And honestly, maybe because they don't have healthy relationships and healthy boundaries in their life where they do have people that would support and, you know, be helpful to them in those times. But if you're incredibly, I mean, I know so many people who have stayed at jobs for, you know, 15 years, incredibly unhappy just because they're not even that they couldn't make the switch or have the passion to make the switch, or that it would be some crazy rocky thing. Like maybe financially they're set, but they're so afraid of what people will think if they went to school for 10 years to be a doctor and were like, actually, I love guitar. You know, I want to do something totally different. Like that's what I'm really passionate about. And, you know, that's a tough, obviously there's a lot of factors there. If you got a family, if you got other stuff, other responsibilities, but yeah, I get it, man.
I was going to say,
sometimes
it's very much a reputation thing though.
For sure.
Yeah.
We care so much about what people think about us.
Dude, like I don't want other monkeys to like see that I like think that I suck at getting berries. Like
No,
I can get my damn berries, bro.
Do monkeys eat berries?
Fact check that.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull that up.
I think they can pretty much eat anything that we eat.
That's true. Monkeys are basically like humans.
Pretty much, bro.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I've been hearing, or I've been like getting suggested these reels, and it's basically like these entrepreneurs. Wait, what?
I saw a freaking tweet that was like monkeys doing something crazy, like something genius, right? And it's like monkeys just are smarter than humans. They just don't want to pay taxes, so they just stay quiet. They just stay quiet about it.
I'll just keep slinging shit at my fellows over here.
We'll just act stupid when we need to.
Bro, let them put us in these cages and we'll be fine.
Oh my god.
As long as they don't take 28%.
Exactly right.
Oh shit, right?
Anyways, go ahead, John. My bad.
What was I gonna say? Oh, entrepreneurs. I've been getting suggested a lot of entrepreneurs, like Elon Musk. He totally changed his career path after he was done getting like 2 degrees. He totally changed where he was going with it. This other entrepreneur, he was like a drug dealer before, got beat up, got all his money stolen, and now he's like super successful in real estate and stuff like that. But all these people, like not all these people, you know, some people can do it the first time. They can do it right, and they have a clear mind. They have a clear vision of where they want to go, and they can take it there. But some people, like me, they try to go somewhere, it doesn't work out, and it's hard to change. And sometimes, you know, life will change it for you. Like, you know, like that guy that I was talking about, he got robbed. He was a drug dealer, like a small time drug dealer. He was addicted to drugs and stuff like that. He got beat up. He got robbed. He like got run out of his town, and like he had to try something else, and he ended up just going into real estate. And now he's like this entrepreneur guy who gives all these like seminars to people that are trying to make it. And he's like, look, just make a decision, go for it. If it doesn't work out, try something else. Just keep going. Yeah. You'll never, if you do something for 4 years and it doesn't pan out for you, like just try something else.
I think too, it's because so much, like when I follow a lot of entrepreneurs and tech guys and stuff like that too. And I feel like when you watch these people, you understand that it's not like they're excellent. Like it's not like, and this, I could be wrong in some aspects of this, but it's not like Elon Musk is incredible at working with electric things. And obviously he's an incredible person. He's incredibly intelligent, but I think it's a mindset, personality thing that's going on. It's a level of intelligence that if Elon Musk went into the food industry, he would change food. He would change something about it. He would find a way to innovate something that'd be incredible because of the way that his brain works. It's different than us, you know? And so like I see that in a lot of people where I realize like outside of maybe the arts, when you have someone who's like, they're an incredible vocalist and that allows them to be very successful in that area. But if they went into the food industry, if you can't cook, you don't know anything about it, you wouldn't make it. But someone like Elon, someone like a lot of these like, tech startups and these, incredible entrepreneurs that go into real estate, are acquiring tons of real estate and businesses and stuff like that. Their brain works different than most people. Like, I feel like it's beyond them being super talented in a field, because I feel like you could place them in any field and they would build a community around them that thrives, and they would build an infrastructure that really works for everyone. And I think that's kind of the difference.
Right. Some people just have like a crazy drive. And I think that's really what it comes down to.
Bro.
Like, if you have that drive and you're willing to just be consistent in whatever you decide to do. I mean, everyone's always talking about Elon Musk and like how many things he does. And like, how does he have the time in the day to stay organized and like do all that stuff? And the reality is he has like great people around him and like the capital to make these things happen. But also he is doing so, like, I don't even know how I would function if I had as much going on as he does. But he's just like, he's that type of person, like people are just different.
Yeah.
Not to hype him up too much, but goddamn.
Well, and like to that point too, like to be in the position that Elon is in, you sacrifice a lot of things. Like, he's like had family
100%.
issues because of it. He's I'm sure, I know there's some science behind sleep, and like there's a certain amount of people that function on like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, the same that some people function on 8, which is kind of it's an anomaly. But like, that could be something that he has. But you'll definitely, to have the kind of focus and drive that he has, you're definitely going to sacrifice some social life. You're going to sacrifice, a lot of things to be in the position that he's in. And I don't know that I'm willing to do any of that. Like, I want a good, successful, balanced life for myself. But you definitely talk to any, let's say billionaire, talk to any billionaire and hear their story. And odds are you're going to hear about some family issues. You're going to hear about some marriage problems. You're going to hear, not that everyone has to have that to get there, and I'm not even saying like everyone's going to get divorced and have all these major issues, but just rocky times where you've really had to stretch to get to the sale of that business that got you another 120 million, like to get up to these points of acquiring something else. Like, there's going to be some stressors. And I think most people, we complain about the billionaires a lot, but I think 99.9 of us aren't willing to do what it takes to get there.
Right. It's true though that like people are fulfilled by different things, but
100%.
Am I more envious of the guy that's making like millions of dollars a year, but it has like a packed schedule and doesn't control his time and like is never with his family? Or am I more envious of the guy who maybe doesn't make that much, but makes a comfortable amount financially and has like, he makes his own schedule and spends as much time as he wants with his family? Like, to me, that's the real rich is, it's not only about how much money you have, it's about how your life is overall and whether you're happy,
100%. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Wrong button.
Yeah, shoot, cut that out.
I was going to say, when you were talking about singing and having a really nice voice, somebody told me, all right, and fact check me, but anybody can be a really good singer.
Is
that true?
That's true to a point.
To what point? Because I need to know how good I can get.
So a lot of that comes down to like ear training and your
John
ability.
said, "I'm asking for a friend."
Yeah, asking for like myself, like a friend, like whatever. So like a lot of it is ear training. So if you can't pick out, like if I were to say like here's a good note and here's a bad note, and you can't tell the difference, that training of your ear to hear what's bad and what's good is kind of the difference between your ability to be able to hone in the bad into the good. So there's people, I mean, I've seen a lot of people that took voice lessons or did programs and stuff that they weren't able to really, find the notes and were kind of off key, but they still have an ear for music. Like they know bad music from good music and were able to train their ear to pick up the good notes and then match their voice to the good notes. And so, yeah, you can definitely, there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
When I got my earphones on and I'm singing, I sound good.
We had 100. You're doing those runs.
Right.
Damn, put me in the Super Bowl halftime next to the Weeknd. Call me the weekday, baby.
The weekday. Just take a letter out, like take the A out at the end or something.
Yo.
Because you know how you took the E out?
Just be weekday.
The weekday.
The weekday.
The West.
My sound
Shall I
effects
just get to there?
suck.
What is up, you guys? I don't know why you would do that. You would never do that, but it's funny.
What else? What else is about
Chick-fil-A's got some really good grilled nugs.
it? Oh,
Y'all
really?
guys ever have those?
Oh,
Have
wow.
grilled nugs?
You're making smarter choices out here.
Yeah.
I
So
should
he
make this
pulled
choice
up. He pulled up to the drive-thru. You know what? I'm gonna get the grilled nuggets today.
I'm like, give me 15 of them though. I need a lot.
Yeah. We need to make up. We need to make up some calories here. Bro, low key though, anything at Chick-fil-A is good if you put their sauce on it. So it's like the problem though is that you'll get grilled, but you'll dunk in about 4 packets of Chick-fil-A sauce.
True.
That sauce is good. Yeah.
That sauce
no,
is
I did that.
Devilish.
I put
I
the
do.
straw in the sauce, and I just slurped it up.
It's all thick.
Sometimes I think about how, like, whether I'll be healthy in the future, right?
Sometimes I
And-
ponder.
Sometimes I ponder on it, right? Like, if I have that self-control, and I think I do, because at the end of the day, what I realize is I don't really care what I eat. At the end of the day, we feel the same. Like,
Bro.
I'm gonna be full regardless whether I eat goddamn spinach or a cake. Like, it does the same thing at the end of the day.
No, it
Bro,
doesn't.
and you eat so damn fast too. I don't know how. I don't think you taste anything as it is.
That's
It's like honestly, bro, you could just put a PVC pipe straight to your esophagus and just dump some shit down there, bro.
no,
and you'd be
no gag
fine.
reflex.
dump
You'd
the
be like,
veggies.
You're like, bro, I'm satiated. Like I'm good. Like,
But for me, it's super easy to get grilled nuggets instead of fried nuggets. Like, not that I do it, but it is easy. Like, I've done it
I've
before.
never done it, but it seems like such an easy choice.
No,
I've
done
never
it.
had the willpower to do it. But
If it came down to it, I would do
Yo,
it.
my logic makes absolutely zero sense.
it's like you have the choice every time you pull
I'm
up,
like, bro, it's easy to make $1 million. I just haven't done it yet.
Bro, it's just I just haven't executed on the grilled nuggets. Like,
No, I actually have before. And the thing is,
okay.
like, it accomplished, like, I had still enjoyed it. Maybe not as much, but it's like, those small sacrifices are kind of easy to make, to be honest.
yeah, it's not bad. To me, like, well, like, it's not bad. Like for me, like obviously, okay, so
Super smooth, man. Super smooth.
okay, guys, let's start this up, guys. What is up, you guys?
Oh my god.
Let's start
People
over.
are
Let's start over for the top.
People are so confused right now.
Okay. Yo, John, you stop sexting
All right,
us in the group chat.
for the
there.
listeners and the watchers, John needs to hard out in about 2 minutes. So,
Oh yeah, I need a heart out right now.
so basically, we got to wrap this shit up. With the
What
quick-
was I even saying, bro? I had a great point. It's gonna take me forever to finish now.
Yeah, you don't even have a time. You don't
No,
have time.
we're talking about Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget it. I don't remember what I was saying, bro.
Honestly,
Those were
what
good-
happens? What happens if John leaves? Like, does this still keep recording?
Same thing that I have to start with. I don't know. Probably not. I just want to say,
Fuego! Fuego!
Okay, everyone sound for 2 seconds so we can cut that in.
yes.
His face
That's
will
all
pop
I
up at the
need.
end.
Well, let's just do it right now since he has to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Go.
Filthy!
Fuego.
30.
Next! Bro.
Yeah, no.
Say it
Real
better.
quick, I've always thought that I would be a really bad, like if I ever started drugs or something, I would be really bad at quitting them because I don't have a whole lot of willpower.
That's the only reason I haven't started is because I won't quit.
Exactly.
There you go,
right.
yeah.
It's every
Don't give me that
druggie
crack.
ever. That's
Oh
every
my
Don't
addict
send me to
ever.
Oregon because I won't come back the same person.
Bro, I'm weak. Whew.
Anyways,
Got about 20 seconds, boy.
yeah, this has been a good time.
That's fun.
Let's go ahead and wrap this baby up, right?
Think so.
Yeah,
Put a
let's
ball
do
on
it
her.
again. Let's do it again.
We appreciate everyone tuning in. It's just fabulous, honestly. That we
Yes.
our YouTube is honestly, I think we're almost at like 2,000 subscribers already, give or take a couple zeros.
Yo, we got 24. What is up, you guys?
Anyways, yo, listen. Tune into our YouTube if you're not. I'm still more of an audio guy, regardless of us being on YouTube. I've mainly listened to us in audio form. It's just like more exciting to me. Like it's more exciting to picture what we're looking like instead of actually seeing it.
And to that point, we technically are seeing the visual version right now. So kind of already know how this movie plays out.
No, but like as a listener though, it's like it's more. I don't know. For some reason, it's more exciting to me. I don't like to know most of the podcasts I listen to, and I know John has to go. John,
No, I
feel
was
free
going
to
to say
leave.
you got to watch this one because it has your phone in it.
Oh
True.
yeah, no, 100%.
And me, you know.
But
Me.
but I do like all the podcasts I listen to. I prefer to not even know what they look like.
Wow.
I don't want to know what they look like because it might ruin my perception. I like their voice, and I've attached a face to their voice that I conjured in my mind, and I like to keep it that way.
Wow.
So maybe there's some people like that out there.
It's more emotionally evolved than I am.
Isn't it weird that some people might not know what we look like, even though we're on the cover art?
That's tragic.
Wow.
It's tragic.
Yeah, poor those guys.
Yeah, it sucks for them, honestly. Like,
I think it's kind of exciting.
we're a whole freaking snack, honestly.
That's a fact.
We're a snack
Facts.
bag, bro.
We
Drop the bomb.
we 3 snacks. 3 snacks, is that the title? Anyways, let's wrap it up. We'll be back
What is
next
up, you
Tuesday. No, shut up. We'll be back next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like, review, rate, leave a comment. Leave a nice little paragraph at the end of the Apple Podcast thing. And we'll see you next week. We out.
Filthy.
Fuego. 30. You didn't light up my little green thing. Fuego. Watch out for Bitcoin, baby.
Yo, Bitcoin's on the come up. I'm glad I still have some of that shit.